Senator Spender.
This is not my first speech. I'd just like to note that the Liberal Democrats agree with what's been said this morning and we offer our condolences.
For 1 minute.
I just note that this is a coalition motion in favour of festivals, but in New South Wales the coalition is crushing festivals through changes to liquor licensing laws.
Oh, sorry, Senator Spender.
I seek leave to make a short statement.
Is leave granted? Leave is granted for 1 minute.
This is not my first speech. This is a motion where the Nationals are calling for special treatment for farming families. The Liberal Democrats will never vote for an increase in taxation, but this call for special treatment for farming families is over the top. If there ever were an inheritance tax, it should apply to all wealth, including the wealth of farming families. The Nationals do not represent all farmers, they just represent that subset of farmers who love special pleading and handouts. The Liberal Democrats represent farmers who are self-sufficient and efficient. I seek leave to make a short statement.
Leave is granted for 1 minute.
This is not my first speech. Whilst it is perfectly fine to make motions about various women's issues, it's important not to skirt around issues that affect men in particular, and there are some issues here that are a bit odd. Yes, it is the case that there are a growing number of older women in homelessness. But it is important to note that the great majority of homeless people in Australia are men, and that the issue is rising for men. Between 2011 and 2016, there were 41 out of 10,000 women who were homeless, which is terrible. And it stayed at that level between 2011 and 2016. For men, it was 54 out of 10,000 in 2011 and has risen to 58 out of 10,000 by 2016. So there are real issues here, but the skirting around the even deeper issue for men in the society seems a bit odd.
Time for the statement has expired.
Today we are debating a motion from the Greens criticising the coalition for propping up coal. This is a bit rich because the coalition haven't made a decision yet. They are still in policy paralysis. They're not yet propping up coal. It might happen soon. If they do end up propping up coal, it'll probably just offset the fact that we have policy that props up renewables. For 2 decades, we've had the renewable energy target, introduced by John Howard and ramped up by Labor. The renewable energy target essentially involves providing renewable generators with whatever it takes to achieve a certain market share. These subsidies to renewable generators come effectively from non-renewable generators like coal-fired generators. So that means that over the past 20 years, if you've contemplated investing in new capacity for coal-fired power, you've had a dagger hanging over your head. Who would ever invest in coal-fired power if the proposition is you are liable to pay your competitor whatever it takes for your competitor to achieve a certain market share? You would be crazy to invest in coal over the past 2 decades because of the renewable energy target, and unsurprisingly, we've seen next to no investment in new capacity in coal over the past 2 decades. And unsurprisingly, because of the lack of new capacity in coal, we've seen price rises on average of 8% over the past decade. Now, the best approach, of course, is not to prop up anything. If we didn't prop up renewables, of course, there'd be no question you wouldn't need to prop up coal. The renewable energy target lasts till 2030. People say, oh, it's winding down. No, it's still in place till 2030. It should be abolished now. We still have the Australian Renewable Energy Agency, which is providing grants just to renewable projects. It should be abolished now. Any commitment to technology neutrality should mean we abolish it now. And finally, there's the Clean Energy Finance Corporation, which provides loans to uncommercial renewable projects. We should abolish it now.
Senator Spender.
I seek leave to make a short statement.
Leave is granted for 1 minute.
This is not my first speech. This Labor motion criticises foreign ships carrying our exports and says that exporters are worried about decisions being made in foreign boardrooms. Well, our exporters want decisions to be made in foreign boardrooms because they want foreign ships because it makes it better for them and their jobs.
Question is motion. Senator Sterle, take it, withdraw it on his foot.
I withdraw
Thank you,
that.
Senator Sterle.